Alright, what's up guys, John Reed's getting another gameplay, and we've got a little bit to talk about. We got about an 8-minute video, and usually my videos are a little shorter than this. At least I try to make them short. I don't really like sitting here and talking for 9 minutes, but we've got a pretty interesting topic. They just released the reveal trailer for the next Call of Duty. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, so it's going to be called. Looking at the reveal trailer, I'm actually a little excited for it, for the one little reason that Kevin Spacey's in the campaign. For those of you who don't watch House of Cards, and I understand not everybody watches it because not everybody has Netflix. Actually, most people have Netflix that I know of. But if you don't watch House of Cards, you're really missing something. That's a really good show. Kevin Spacey is phenomenal in that show. And Robin Wright is in the show too. She plays his wife, and she was in like Forrest Gump or some shit as Jenny. So you know who she is. It's a really good show. I'm not gonna sit here and explain the show because that's not what this commentary is about. But if you haven't watched House of Cards, you're really missing out. It's a really good show. You should go watch it. Especially if you have Netflix and you're just passing it up. You're delusional. But we got a little bit to talk about the next Call of Duty. It looks to me, since it's Advanced Warfare, which I'm assuming obviously it's set in the future, and by looking at the trailer you can tell that it's set in the future, and it's a futuristic game. Obviously your first thought is Black Ops 2, and I thought Black Ops 2 was really bad. As far as the game itself was really good. As far as the score and everything, you didn't really see many people that camping that much. Because, well, I mean, in Team Deathmatch, of course, because you still got score. It doesn't really matter if you're playing Team Deathmatch. But if you're a guy like me that loves playing Dom and all the objective-based game modes, you want something that you're gonna get when you do the objective work. You're gonna want something in return. And in Black Ops 2, it did it perfectly. It was you got score. Instead of getting kills for your streaks, it was score. So you hop on a flag, it's 200 points. You get a kill while you're on the flag. Where you're trying to cap it, that's 200 points. You defend the flag, you get 100 points. It was a good game. As far as all that goes. But as far as the connection, the servers, if the servers and everything were good in that game, and maybe they released a gun here, a gun there, to sort of, the Peacekeeper was so overpowered. I don't even remember. Hardly any other gun in that game except for the M8 and the M27. I mean, the Peacekeeper was really overpowered, and in the hardcore community, the Peacekeeper was really overused, to the point where some people didn't even want to watch gameplays that were, used by the Peacekeeper. I mean, the Peacekeeper was so overpowered that everybody used it. I know I used it. You can go back to my past videos. I've got a ton of shit with the Peacekeeper in it. That's just because the gun was good. Why not use it? But I truly believe if they'd have released more Call of Duty, or not more Call of Duties, what the fuck, more guns with Black Ops 2, the servers and the hit detection system and all that shit, if it was released on Xbox One, and from what I've heard, the Ghost on Xbox One is phenomenal, the hit detection's great, and the connection's wonderful. If Black Ops 2 was released on the Xbox One, or if the Xbox 360 servers had been really good and the hit detection was great, Black Ops 2 is probably one of the greatest Call of Duties that come out. Besides CoD 4. If you don't agree, then fine. I mean, that's your opinion. But I think that considering the fact that Black Ops 2 was it had everything you wanted. All the kill streaks were really good. They were useful. There wasn't really any bullshit in that game. As far as tubes like we have in this game, and all Infinity Ward games are tube fest and camp fest. Infinity Ward are so awful as far as making games. I think they need to just take the tubes out. And that's it. That would be the key. You get rid of, the dumb shit, like tubes, and the game will be fine. My personal thoughts on the next Call of Duty. If it's as good as Black Ops 2 was, as far as the advanced into the future, kind of shit, I think it's going to be good. And I think if the servers are good, the hit detection's good, I don't see why it wouldn't be a good game. And if they had, all the dumb shit out of the game, I don't see why it wouldn't be. I'm gonna give this game a chance. Just because this Call of Duty is awful doesn't mean they're all awful. I thought Black Ops 2 was awful, and it was. The hit detection was absolute shit. We were all ready for Ghost, and then this game comes out and it's absolute trash. So I mean, really, there's no happy ending as far as these last two Call of Duties have been. Modern Warfare 3 was sort of a hit and miss for me. It was alright sometimes, and sometimes it was absolutely ridiculously homosexual, you know? But you just gotta roll with it, especially if you're a Call of Duty commentator. I mean, what are the games you're gonna play? There's not really that many options out there. Unless you want, I know a good friend, Brocco Beef. If you don't know who he is, he's made the transition. He started off doing Call of Duty, realized that this game was absolute trash, and this is what he didn't want to do it anymore. And he switched to Madden and NCAA and sports games, which he's really good at. So, if you're a guy like that, I mean that's only your only other option. Me, I'm okay at sports games. Madden. Me and Double Tap, one of my good friends, had a little rivalry going on with each other playing Madden, recording gameplays. I mean he's a good Madden player, so it made it interesting. I mean, if you're good at other games, I mean, I guess you can make the switch, but me, I'm really at home with Call of Duty. I feel more comfortable doing commentaries over Call of Duty than anything else. And besides, editing Madden videos and all that other shit's really hard. You gotta, if you ever come across a sports commentator, that does NBA and Madden, I mean, you gotta give those guys some props. I mean, they go through a lot of time editing, and one big sports commentator that I look up to is Chris Smoove. The guy edits the shit out of his videos, and he adds in all the little voiceover effects and all that stuff. So I mean, guys like that, do really good with their editing, and that's guys that I look up to. Which is any sports commentator for that matter. They all have to go through the game, the whole entire game. I've done sports videos. It's fucking awful to sit there all day for you literally sit there for an hour, editing out plays and stuff like that. Yeah, I remember a few videos. I didn't know any other way to do it. I was just sitting there, editing out my play selections, and that was it. You got to see the whole game. These guys, they go through the whole game and they edit out some key points in the game or an interesting play or whatever. That's what they do. And it's a hard as shit. But on to the topic at hand. The next Call of Duty, I don't see why it wouldn't succeed. I mean, it's gonna sell over a trillion copies anyway, just because it's Call of Duty, and people, casual gamers love to play it, which I can understand. But when you're a hardcore Call of Duty gamer, it's a little disappointing when you're coming across a shit game. I know it is for me. I know a lot of people on the CoD community, especially the hardcore side, really want a good Call of Duty to play. I hope the hardcore scene is taken care of in this next one too. That'd be great. But appreciate you guys watching as always, and peace out, guys.